On July 23, 2020, a mother's intuition drove her to her daughter's boyfriend's apartment after days without contact. Approaching the building, she spotted her daughter Augusta Osedion's car parked outside. But when no one answered her calls at the door, a chilling sense of dread enveloped her. What she discovered inside would haunt her forever. Her beloved 21-year-old daughter lay lifeless on the floor, a victim of a brutal murder that shattered the sanctity of what should have been a safe haven. The tragedy deepened with a revelation that Augusta's boyfriend, Benjamin Best, was missing, leaving investigators to unravel the dark web of this horrific case. Months later, the shocking truth emerged, linking Augusta's death to a notorious serial killer. Her life, filled with potential and promise, was tragically cut short, a stark reminder of the hidden dangers that lurk in the world. Augusta had lived in Lagos, Nigeria, where she aspired to become a social media influencer. Despite the vibrant yet challenging environment, she excelled academically, supported by her devoted family. To ensure her safety while pursuing her dreams, Augusta's family established strict precautions. They required her to share her location during casting calls, sending her live location to her brother whenever she ventured out. Her hard work paid off as she gained popularity, securing brand deals and showcasing a glamorous lifestyle on social media. Yet, Augusta remained committed to her education, attending Lead City University with plans to graduate with honors. Her journey, once filled with ambition and hope, serves as a poignant reminder of how quickly life can change, leaving behind questions that may never be answered. Augusta Osedion's life took an unexpected turn when she met Benjamin Best, a 26-year-old entrepreneur who quickly became her boyfriend. Being very close to her mother, it was only natural for Augusta to introduce Benjamin to her family. Their relationship was open. In fact, Benjamin visited their home several times, presenting himself as a successful businessman who had earned the trust and approval of Augusta's family. He appeared to be a supportive partner, sharing her aspirations. While Augusta often showcased the lavish gifts he gave her on social media, she deliberately kept his face off her Instagram page, likely to maintain some privacy in their relationship. However, her family and close friends knew the identity of the man behind the mystery, Benjamin Best, known online as Killaboy. A popular influencer in his own right, Benjamin claimed to be a blockchain developer and crypto investor, boasting around 80,000 followers on Instagram. His posts depicted a life of luxury, complete with photos near private jets and extravagant items. He even bragged about earning over 300 million naira, approximately $500,000, from betting in the past year. However, Benjamin's glamorous facade began to crack when he was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria for allegedly executing a fraudulent transaction involving 150 million naira, about $250,000, using a stolen credit card. In Nigeria, such arrests often suggest involvement in scams, casting a shadow over Benjamin's claimed wealth. Despite the serious allegations, he was released shortly after without prosecution. While Augusta was also a rising influencer with her own brand deals, the allure of their seemingly perfect life together belied Benjamin's troubling past, overshadowed by the lavish experiences they shared and the dark secrets lurking beneath the surface. While Benjamin Best outwardly projected the image of a successful entrepreneur, his true source of income appeared to be tied to criminal activities. On July 11, 2023, his sinister plot shattered Augusta Osedion's world. He sent a deceptive message to Augusta's mother, falsely accusing her daughter of inappropriate online behavior. Unbeknownst to Augusta, Benjamin had created a fake Instagram account, posing as another man and initiating conversations with her. His deceitful scheme escalated when he arranged to meet Augusta in Lagos, exploiting her trust. Believing she was communicating with someone genuine, Augusta agreed to meet the person behind the fake account, which Benjamin misinterpreted as evidence of infidelity. When Augusta's mother received Benjamin's alarming accusations, she struggled to comprehend them. Benjamin admitted he had no solid evidence, relying solely on assumptions to manipulate the situation and instill doubt. Determined to get to the bottom of it, Augusta's mother contacted her daughter, who revealed that Benjamin had locked her out of her Instagram account, seizing control of her passwords. Losing access to her account threatened Augusta's livelihood as a social media influencer, heightening her anxiety. Her mother urged Benjamin to restore her account, and he eventually relented. That night at 11 p.m., Augusta, still distressed, reached out to her mother, announcing her decision to end the relationship. However, she chillingly recounted that Benjamin had ominously threatened her, declaring he would deal with her on his mother's grave. Later, Benjamin called Augusta's mother, issuing a menacing warning. "I'll deal with your daughter. Don't worry, I won't harm her physically." Although her mother didn't believe he was capable of violence, the truth of his rage would soon become horrifyingly clear. The following day, Augusta visited Benjamin's house without informing anyone. And by midnight, he had brutally murdered her, stabbing her multiple times and mutilating her body to conceal the crime. Using Augusta's phone, he sent messages to her family, maintaining the illusion that she was alive, which would soon unravel into a nightmare. The tragic story of Augusta Osedion took a harrowing turn when her roommate revealed she had left school to reconcile with her boyfriend, Benjamin Best, in Ibadan. Driven by an unsettling gut feeling, Augusta's mother decided to take action. On July 15th, she traveled to Ibadan, accompanied by a military police escort and Augusta's roommate. Upon arriving at Benjamin's residence, they were met with an unsettling sight. Augusta's car was parked outside, yet the apartment doors were firmly locked. An eerie silence filled the air, punctuated only by the hum of the air conditioner and the open windows, creating a disconcerting contrast to the locked doors. As Augusta's mother stood outside, helpless, she called her son for assistance. He bravely climbed through an open window, but what he discovered inside was unimaginable. Augusta lay lifeless on the floor, surrounded by a pool of her own blood. Multiple stab wounds marred her abdomen, and the gruesome scene shattered any remnants of hope. In a desperate attempt to shield Augusta's mother from immediate devastation, he decided to withhold the horrifying details, telling her he hadn't seen anything unusual. However, after she left, he and the police retrieved Augusta's body, uncovering the tragic truth the following day. When authorities informed her mother, Cordelia, she was left shattered by the news. Desperate for answers, she reached out to Benjamin using Augusta's phone, but he never responded. In a cruel twist of fate, Benjamin had been using Augusta's phone to send messages to her family, misleading them into believing she was still alive. Meanwhile, Augusta had been left to bleed out for days after the brutal attack. Her body showed signs of violence, and an autopsy was ordered. Incredibly disturbing was Benjamin's behavior after the murder. He continued to post on social media, projecting an image of innocence. He changed his Instagram handle from Killaboygram to Benjamin1207, adding the date of Augusta's death and captioning his posts with "Forever in my heart," a grotesque attempt to gain sympathy and mislead his followers. Following a series of posts, he made a shocking confession, admitting to stabbing her during an argument, claiming it was accidental. His messages were laced with apologies and self-pity, suggesting suicidal thoughts, while denying any responsibility for mutilating Augusta's body. Despite promising to surrender, Benjamin evaded capture, exploiting systemic corruption and delays in Nigerian law enforcement. After months on the run, he was tracked to Sierra Leone, where he obtained a new passport. Just as authorities closed in, he escaped during a prison break on November 26th, thwarting Nigerian police plans for his extradition. This further devastated Augusta's family, who had hoped for justice. Questions arose about the nature of his escape, especially since he was the only escapee not recaptured. Cordelia became a fierce advocate for her daughter, questioning the circumstances surrounding Benjamin's escape and alleging that influential forces were protecting him. She took to social media, posting heartfelt pleas for help in finding her daughter's killer, making Augusta's case widely known in Nigeria. The nation erupted in outrage. How could someone confessing to such a heinous crime still be free, posting on Instagram as if nothing had happened? This tragic case highlighted severe flaws in the justice system, exposing the sluggishness of law enforcement and the hidden dangers lurking behind seemingly perfect relationships. Cordelia revealed in interviews that after one trip, Augusta returned home with injuries that looked suspiciously like those from a violent altercation. Augusta dismissed them as mere accidents, but in hindsight, Cordelia fears her daughter may have been a victim of domestic violence long before her tragic end. As the search for Benjamin continues, numerous unresolved questions linger. How could a relationship that appeared so perfect unravel into such horror? Were there warning signs that could have been recognized earlier? Most importantly, when will Augusta's family receive the justice they so deeply deserve? Thank you for joining us in this heartbreaking exploration of Augusta Osedion's story. As we reflect on the dangers of deception and the importance of awareness in relationships, we urge you to stay vigilant and supportive of those around you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more impactful stories. Together, let's continue to advocate for justice and keep the conversation alive. Until next time, stay safe and take care.